Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Strategy703, the one and only Gelatin Gaming, and the coach of the inner Milotic. Back again with some more Pokemon Showdown action today. This is our team builder for week 1 of the ASL versus the Winter's Weaviles and its Visch. As you can see, the team that he has the possibility of bringing is on the right of your screen, right above that beautiful inner Milotic logo. He has the choice of Tapu Lele, Zyger 50%, Heatran, Gengar, Mega Blastoise, Chestnut, Minior, Jolteon, Alolan Persian, Armaldo, Licky, and Scyther. So very threatening team right off the bat, but it does have some pretty common weaknesses that hopefully I can take advantage of, and that's what I plan to do. So first things first, I can tell that offensive Landorus puts in a lot of work. His team is really weak to rocks and really weak to Earthquake intermittently. So as you can see, the first mon that I have up here is Landorus Therian, and as you can also see, probably tell right away something might not be right, but I'll get to that in a second. So Choice Scarf, because it just applies to this team. Gengar without Levitate, Heatran, Jolteon, Armaldo, none of those enjoy taking an Earthquake. The U-turn is for momentum, and it also hits the Tapu Lele pretty well. The fly is to hit the Chestnut on switch in. I don't want that thing walling me. And then the superpower is for the Alolan Persian, as well as the Armaldo, the Heatran, and the Licky if he decides to switch in case I want to go for, I don't know, in case I get... the superpower is mostly just for the Licky, to be honest, and the Alolan Persian, because that thing is bulky, but I do have U-turn for it, so it's mostly for the Licky. But, mainly just an offensive threat that comes in super fast, super hard hitting, gets a kill, and then either hard swaps or U-turns to get the kill. But yeah, these are the IVs that I rock with in the game. This is the big moment of reveal where I tell you that we're actually like halfway into the season by the point that I'm recording this video. Because I originally didn't want to have the stress of making videos interfere with the way that I play in game, so I just kind of didn't make any videos for a while. So in this first game, my Landorus Therian is I forgot to IV it. I forgot to check my IVs and EVs before I went into the battle, because I made this team and literally went into the battle like 2 seconds later, and this was before I did live recording, so I was just like, oh, whatever, I might as well just get this out of the way, and I forgot to IV my Lando, so I'm sorry, Waluigi, and you'll see how this comes into effect later on. As well, I didn't nickname most of these mons except for my Altaria, but I put them on for the sake of an appealing team builder, just so you can see what the names are, etc. So this is Waluigi, our Landorus. Moving on, we're going to go to our Garbodor, with the Pyapa Berry and Aftermath, Gaunt Shot, Toss It, Drain Punch, and Spice. This thing is meant to take a Psychic from the Tapu Lele and kill it with a Gaunt Shot, but in terms of utility as well, it can Toss It the Chestnut, it can put a Drain Punch on the Heatran if it tries to switch in, it can Toss It the Zygarde if it's a Dragon Dance variant so they don't get swept. Spice are really good as well because his only form of removal are the two spinners Blastoise and Armaldo, and both of them, neither of them really like taking Toss It, so in order to spin those away, he has to bring those in, taking damage, and potentially bringing a Toss It or whatever. So I think it's a pretty standard Garbodor set besides the item, but just for clarification, let me get this calc up for you guys. So for a Adamant Garbodor, because this is Adamant, right? God, apologies for this. Yeah, this is Adamant, just making sure. A Adamant Gaunt Shot does 122.8 to 145.7, assuming that I hit it, and a Choice Scarf Psychic to it does not one-hit KO. Of course, Specs is different, but if it is Specs, then I can come in with my Landorus and just pivot around it and do some stuff. I do have things to take this on, but this Garbodor was more just to kind of take a hit and hopefully kill a gun shot for a Scarf, because I'm pretty sure Scarf just wins. Because I'm going to take a hit from my Landorus, kill with a Psychic, and just bad things. So that was that. That was the big reason, as well as I really wanted Spike for week 1, because again, he has a lot of Grenin Mons and only 2 spinners instead of defoggers, so pretty good. Moving on, we got Orochi, who was later re-nicknamed to Ozymandias, our Silvally Ice, or I could just, let's say I named Silvally Ice Orochi and Silvally Ghost Ozymandias. But multi-attack Thunder Wave, Protect, and Shadow Claw. This thing hits like a truck against the Zygarde, obviously, the Chestnut, the Minior, the Scyther, Shadow Claw for the Gengar, for the Lele, Thunder Wave just for speed control against stuff like the Lele with the Gengar, the Scyther as well. Even getting some paralysis, maybe some Parahats on the Mega Blastoise, on the Heatran, so that they can't do some shenanigans like Water Pulse or Flash Cannon or whatever. So that's the plan. Just mass HP, mass attack, a little bit in speed, but that's just more so because at base 95 it is decently fast and it has the chance to outspeed something weird like a max speed Alolan Persian or something like that. Up next, we've got our Smeargle, French Girl, Nuzzle, Sticky Web, Nature's Madness, and Mirror Coat with the Focus Sash, of course. The Sticky Web of speed control once again, and because of the fact that he only has 2 spinners. Though I think that on second thought, I should have changed this. The Sticky Webs didn't, like, it helped, absolutely, definitely helped, but it didn't help along with T-Wave. I might as well just have run T-Wave on on my Silvally or the Sticky Webs as well, because considering I do have the Nuzzle for more guaranteed paralysis. I could have run something like, I don't know. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I could have run the Spore for sleep control, or I could have run, Final Gambit's not too bad on this thing, though its HP is really low. But anyway, Nature's Madness was to deal with walls like the Mega Blastoise, the Licky, the Persian. And the Mirror Coat was to preferably take an attack from like the Jolteon or the Lele with my Focus Sash intact, and then kill it with Mirror Coat in revenge, or Heatran even. So that was the plan. And yeah, so that was my first week Smeargle set. Up next, we've got our Mega Altaria, Hufflepuff, with Roost, Draco Meteor, Hyper Voice, and Hidden Power Ground. Obviously, Hyper Voice does quite a ton to this entire team. Zygarde, Chestnut, Persian, etc. Draco is just there for stab. You hit the Mega Blastoise particularly hard. And the HP ground, again, ground coverage is just so good against this team. It allows me to hit the Gengar upon switch in, allows me to hit the Heatran upon switch in. Whatever, like Special Altaria, Natural Cure, pretty simple. And last but not least, we've got our Choice Banded Scizor with Pursuit, Metal Claw, Defog, and U-Turn. The Metal Claw was to get those attack boosts. The Pursuit was to catch the Gengar or the Jolteon trying to Volt Switch out. The Defog was my hazard control, and as well I could use it to try and play some mind games, like make them think that I wasn't banded if I was running Defog. And then of course U-Turn for pivoting, pretty standard. I have the pivot core, really nice right off the bat, but I feel like in hindsight I should have run more speed on this thing, but instead of HP. But that's just, whatever. Choice banded Scizor. What's done is done. And yeah, so this is the team that I brought and I am bringing for the next video against Jelmer. So that's it, guys, and I will see you next time for the actual match of the first week of ASL. All right? Latest.